Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. And everything out on that side. And I filled in everything out over this way as well, so we can cover that all over with bricks now. That's already done all the way out over there, all the way down here. This is all done. There's a piece under here that hasn't been done yet. But I'm not going to do any more from it. I'm just going to leave that as it is. And I'll let the robots work over the other side. So there's going to be a few robots. See, they're all coming out over here and are heading down. It's going to keep them busy for a minute. We'll go back into the research and we will start researching some more stuff. So we've got advanced electronics there. I've got construction robots here. Definitely want to start working on construction robots. This is absolutely flying robot frame, and a crawler construction robot advances into a standard construction robot, which means that we should be able to extract all of the crawler construction robots that we've already got out of the system eventually and convert them into the standard construction robots. That's good. So we'll start working through that bit of research there, which means that I'm going to have a whole load more work that I'll be able to get the construction robots to do. I mean, we're already getting the construction robots to do a lot. I'm going to bring this lot up now. I don't think we need to keep this anymore. The other bits are doing what they need to do. So this can all go, and then we can build the cupric chloride chemical plants, get that being made, and then we can put another 9 tanks down to store all of the cupric chloride that we want to put in. So we get rid of those and that one there. And now I've got all of this hydrogen chloride in here. And the great thing about that is if you look down here, the chlorine gas is fairly low, but this one is just accumulating, which means that we'll also be having a byproduct of more fuel coming from the hydrogen, which is always good. We always like to have plenty of that. 6 chemical plants right here. Let's flip those round and we'll put them in here. That's going to go... Let's move it up by a tiny bit. And we'll run... No. Get rid of those a second. And I want to go here. Petrochem. 1, 2 of them. That one I need to take up. Those. Right. It's got to be done separate like this. I don't actually need to do these separate, I don't think, because of the recipe. It's 1 in and 1 out for the ingredients. There, cupric chloride. So I need those 2. We do need a belt coming in to feed in the material, but I mean, we knew about that anyway. So for this feeding in, I think if I do... I'll do this way. Right, I'll do it like this. We'll hook them up in pairs like this, and then I'll do that pair, and then we'll do it like that, and then that one will come over to there. And then what we can do is we can have... These will go like this. So that one there, and then that one out on the outside edge. And then we can have a belt that will run along this way like this. Those actually need to be rotated round because they're in the wrong spots. There, so that we're picking up the copper instead of putting it down. So let's just remove that copper ore from there and that one from up there. And then I can turn you... I can put a belt in. I can have an underground... I'll put the underground belt in the middle and then bring it over to here. And then that one is going to have to turn round like that. Okay, so there's all the copper coming in. Let me put the copper ore into there and remove the rest of the copper ore out into there. I'm going to put a power pole in between each of these like this. That's now loaded. And then the top part over here, I'm going to do the same again with this looping, and we'll hook them into pairs like this. Just looks a bit tidier, I think. Makes it look a little tiny bit cooler than it does otherwise. Again, I didn't think this through, did I? I should have put those tanks down here. Seems like such a waste. Because then the other tanks have got to go all the way up the top, unless I move them out over there. Really didn't think that through, did I? I mean, I've got an awful lot of gas in there. I mean, this gas is completely free. I mean, yeah, other than the power situation. How is our power? Ooh. Ooh, dear. We need to do something about our power situation. We've got to do something about power fairly soon, or we are going to run into trouble. I don't know what to do about this. Whether I should just lift those, destroy all of that. I mean, I click on here, it's 410,000 litres of the hydrogen chloride in there. It's nearly 500,000 litres of hydrogen chloride that I have... mind you, it didn't take very long to make it, did it? So what do you take? You take only 40 litres, and that makes 40 litres of cupric chloride as well. That's a pretty quick change around. Where am I going to put that? So I can't put it in there. So I either got to move those tanks up a little bit. That I could do. If I was to go and take 3 tanks along here, you know what, we'll do it like this. I'm going to put 3 more in there, and that means that they're going to spread up into those, which means that these 3 tanks down here are going to have slightly less going into them just for a minute. Just while I let that even... It's going to even out across the 12 tanks in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over to here. Just going to move these back a little bit away from that corridor of pipes that we've got coming up through. I'm going to move that over to here. I'm going to put those down there. There's going to be one here. These need to be moved. That's easy enough. Let's put that one here and put one over here. And then I can have one of those right next to it. And I'm going to stick another one over there. And I can have another tank just in here. Like this. Right, so there's the basic start of that bit, and then what I can also do is I can hook a pipe from here up into here, and I've got... Except I haven't got that bit hooked in, I need to just hook that in as well, which I kind of want to join in straight from underneath down here rather than coming inside, but that's alright, we can hook that into the side actually. So if I go over to here like this, and I'll bring it that way, and then we'll pass it in from there. So that's down to 41 in there. Alright, that's 120,000 litres of this stuff that I've just thrown away, but honestly, I don't actually mind. It seems like a lot, but it's really not, is it? Like, on the grand scheme of things in this game, 120,000 litres of this stuff is pretty much nothing, if you think about it. It really is. It is almost nothing. Let's bring that, and we'll drop that one in there. Okay, so we've now got cupric chloride being made, which means that I've got all of the ingredients that I need in order to... I've got the silver wire, I've got orange boards, and I've got cupric chloride. They're being made in very spread out areas. So I've got silver wire being made all the way up over here. All the way down to the very bottom of the map over here, I've got these boards, and then all the way over on this side of the map, I've got the cupric chloride. So it's about as spread out as we could possibly get, which is a bit unfortunate. So then, that's the orange circuit board. I'll pull all 3 of them together in a bit. I'm not quite sure when and how I'm going to do that. We've got solder, that's simple. We've got resistors, that's simple. And we've got capacitors, they're being made as well. If we go over this way and we zoom in, it's around here, somewhere down here. It's not there. I had these 3... there we go, they're down there. I've got... all 3 of them are being hooked out right here in the same spot. So I might actually decide to make the orange circuits right here. We make these the orange circuit boards here. And so I've got the supply for those fairly close, and the other 2 will come in from a little bit of a distance. We'll drag in the liquid up here. I might put that into barrels and fly it across. I'm not sure yet. We may decide to try and run a pipe through. We'll decide on that in a minute. Anyway, so that's not important, but what is the microchips. This is the only bit that's going to be a little bit more tricky to do. I need sulfuric acid, silver wire, and silicon wafers. So I've got to be able to... The silicon is a bit tricky. Silver wire and sulfuric acid is easy. I'm making that in two different areas. I'm making a bit of sulfuric acid here. I've got a small quantity of the stuff being made right there. I'm also making a larger amount of sulfuric acid down here. Like I've got there, sulfur dioxide gas. I've got sulfuric acid in there. I've got quite a big quantity of this stuff being made here. So I'll be able to use that sulfuric acid supply to go and make the microchips, and I'll probably just pull that out down here. Although, saying that, I've got that, yeah, the sulfuric acid is coming all the way up over here. I'm using that up here. I'm using sulfuric acid up here. So we might make these, we'll do these up here. We will, actually, yes, we will. Because the silicon wafers need silicon, and all of my silicon ore is up here. I've actually filled up with silicon ore, right? Everything is backed up with silicon ore. It's ridiculous, the amount. Oh, that's... What's going on here? I've got silver and silicon on there. Or have I? Yes, I do. That's right. Because the silicon is backed up. I've got the silver in here, which isn't actually going anywhere. But the silicon is backed up. I've completely filled everything up. So I need to start processing that into usable silicon. And then the silver wire and the stuff in here. And the sulfuric. So we can make the microchips up here. And then we'll fly those down this way. And then we'll use them up down here. So if we back up a bit, the rest of that is simple enough. And those we'll construct down here because this is where we got the bulk of the ingredients. Okay. That's simple. So the orange circuit boards. Because I'm already using silver wire up here to make the other components for this one. There's two separate ones that are going to need this silver wire. We might make the orange boards up here so that I've got the silver wire, all requests for silver wire come into this zone right here. And then I'll take the finished orange circuit boards, because I'm also having to move 3 silver wires for that, but only 1 orange board. And the cupric chloride, I can then run that, I can run a pipe next to the sulfur there, sulfuric acid. I can just bring a pipe out from here and I can run it up next to that. All the way up round, and we can use it up the top. So I don't need to be flying that with robots. Well, that's easy enough. So we now need to figure out how to do silicon. So I need silicon wafers that are made with monosilicon. That is the only way to do it. That's what we've now got. We've got the tech for that. We need to make a monosilicon seed and 40 molten silicon to do that bit. The monosilicon seed needs nitrogen gas and molten... That's... easy, actually. We can go and do that. That's easy. That gives us 5 monosilicon seeds. So you don't need a large thing to go and make the monosilicon seeds, but it's a bit of a pain to have to go and do it. And then we got the standard, and that goes molten silicon in there, silicon ingot, which is ore and carbon mixed together to make those. Right. That is the standard machines that we need for that, isn't it? Right, this one is casting machines. This one is induction furnace. Blast furnace. Casting machine, induction furnace, and blast furnace. Those are the same ones that we've been using previous. Blast, induction, casting. Yeah, so it's all the same machines that we've already been using. So it's going to be fairly simple to go and do that. So on blast furnace right there, and what I've done here, so I'll go 2, 4, and 12. I'll do exactly the same setup that I've done. So on blast furnace, I want 2 of those. And then we go into here, and I want the induction furnace. I want 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want 12 of these. Need mechanical blocks for that. 5, 6, 7. Mechanical block, construction block. Oh, it's construction blocks. Standard construction blocks. I need to go and get some of those. Is what I'm after here, isn't it? There's the mechanical blocks there. So I need to go and get the construction. Building up this silicon thing is going to cost us our power supply. We're not going to be able to do very much more after this. If I'm not careful, I'm actually going to run out of power before I start correcting that issue, and that would be really, really, really phenomenally stupid, because if we do that, things go downhill very, very rapidly. So, let's just take a... Yeah. I'm not going to put that in. I'm building the materials, but I'm not actually going to construct it yet. I'm going to wait. Let me finish building these. So I want you right here. Mechanical block, and it's the construction blocks that I'm after. That's what I've come over here to get. These, this is the construction blocks. So I want 1,000. Right, it's not the construction blocks here. So what is it? Oh, it's construction block level 2. Construction block 2 and mechanical 1. Okay, I need to go and get the construction block 2, and that is all the way down over here with the steel. Once I've got that, we have to sort out our power supply. We have to make something else with our power. Like, we've got to increase the power supply available to the base, because if I don't do that next, I'm going to start to run low. And as soon as it slows every process down, and that will cause us some major heartache and heartbreak, and we don't want to do that. Right, there we go. We've got 45 of these now. So far, I've got... How many have I got? We cancel that one there, so we'll let one more build. I've got 5. That makes 6 casting machines. I wanted 12, so we'll do another 6. That'll make 12. So that's everything there. Let's decide what we're going to do with the power supply. I realized about 25 minutes into recording that I had the wrong cursor, so I have now corrected it, but the next 25 to 30 minutes or so of gameplay, you will unfortunately have to put up with the little tiny cursor. Sorry. We have construction robots finished. We have a logistic network here, apparently. We can go and make that, so we'll mark that as red. And then we've also got construction robots, which we can go and use. We will mark that as red. And passive provider chests. Done that. Storage chests, I know about those. Ghost building, I know how to do that. Shift and left click while holding a buildable item. Mark as red. So is everything done? That means we can actually start building robots, which is quite amazing. We've got silicon powder recipe in there. We've got silicon wafers, which is something that we desperately need. Bob's fluids over here, carbon dioxide. Don't need to worry about that. It is these. We got standard storage chests. They need the orange circuits in order to be able to make them. We have got construction robots, which take a flying robot frame and a crawler construction robot. We have crawler construction robots. Construction robot tool right there. That is steel plate and gears. And then there is the construction robot brain. That requires an orange circuit board. So we need to be able to make the orange circuit boards and be able to start making construction robots properly. We are well on our way. So I want those, but I'm going to be wanting the personal equipment so that I can use them. I got advanced logistic and construction robots right here. That gives me construction robot 2. And logistic bots as well. The logistic bots is those right there, which will give me the actual logistic robots that I'm going to end up wanting, but I'm not able to go all the way out on them just yet. But what I do want, infinite character logistic slots. I did not even know that was a thing. White science logistic data core times 1,000. That's quite a long way up the chain, though, so it's not something I'm going to worry about just yet. Obviously, artillery is our big one that we want to go and do, but I've got everything down to these, and we're still trying to put together the orange circuits. So the orange circuits are a slight bottleneck as far as research is concerned for that lot, but that doesn't have to hold us up. I want armor crafting 3 in here, which gives us Invar Cobalt Steel armor right in there. I can work towards that one, and I can get some of those bits for it, but that's not what I'm actually after. I would like somewhere on here, cannon turrets, weapon shooting speed. There's got to be here somewhere. Well, we got modular roboports. We definitely want to be able to make those anyway, so I figure we'll start building these, because that gives us the basic roboports, which are a step up from what we've been using at the moment. So if we can start making some of them, that'd be brilliant. And I'm going to want to be able to... What's this? Defenders. That is to do with armor. I want armor. That's what I want. These. Personal roboports. Personal roboport modules. Right there. I want that one right there. That is Personal Roboport Mark II. It's yellow circuits. This is way down the list, but there should be a mark. There it is. Modular armor. That's the one that I want right there. Inventory size bonus and an equipment grid. That's what I want to make. I just need basic enhancement technology, and then that one right there. And then I want power armor here, which gives me a 7x7 equipment grid. And then I want to be able to get that one, which requires yellow science analyzers and yellow science electronics and everything, which is a bit further on. That's a 10x10 grid. That's starting to look a bit better. But I mean, this one here... We've got enhancement data core level 2 for those, but we're not far off making those, I don't think. That requires... Oh, that's blue circuits. That's even more complications. Alright, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves then. It's not that one. That's a 7x7 grid. It was the 5x5 grid stuff that I want at the moment, but we will get to that. So... what I've got on me right now, we're just finishing up making those right in there. They are now finished. I need to do something more with our power. We have a look in here. We're running, we are getting close to the limit. We are getting close to the limit on what we can do with power. Now, I've got the materials. I've got everything that I need in order to be able to go and make, to start processing the silicon. And I got silicon just over this way, and I'm kind of thinking if we go and do the silicon first, we get that set up, because I've got everything here, and I just need to basically copy and paste this little setup that I've got right here. Have I got a better one without the bit on the side? It's pretty much the same one. This is what I need. Right here, this bit right here, I got silver coming through there, and this is because it's all blocked up with silicon. So I need the silicon to be able to come out. If I can take that, I got to put it down here, I think. That's the nearest place that I can go and put it, that I've actually got space available. Robots available at the moment. If we have a look in here, construction bots, I've got 4,500 out of 12,000 currently available. We've got to find a way to be able to start getting these construction robots out and upgraded later on. I'm not going to worry about that yet. But what I am going to do is I'm going to take my landfill pattern that I've got here, and I'm actually going to go and I'm going to pop landfill in on that area there, down to there. I'm not going to go any further than that. That's just that I'm going to go as far as there with landfill, and then I'm also going to go here like this, and I'm going to remove those trees. We'll take them back over that way, and I'll get rid of those trees as well. So I can pull the trees out of the way, and then I can pull the other stuff out of the way. And while that is busy going on, I am going to go to here, and I'm going to copy that area right there. I'm just going to take that, I'm going to copy it, and then we can use that up this way. Then I'm going to do the power. I want to drop this lot down fast. It's not going to take very long, I don't think, to be able to put this lot down. I can put it down here. Most of it can fit right in. I don't actually need to move anything around. I can just get rid of that one, and that one, and that one, and that one there. If I ditch those out of the way, I can also clear them. I can go and put it back in a minute. That's not going to be any kind of a problem. These separate lines coming up, it was just like a bit that was connecting sideways in here. So there's not going to be any issues here. So if I have a paste down here. Right, in order to be able to put this in, I need to move a few things around. Actually, I don't need to move anything around. I do want to get rid of that. So what we'll do is we'll come over this side and we will take the small construction zone thingamadoodah, and we'll drop that one down there, and then I will come up and I'll put one here, and I'll come on up a bit further and I'll put one down there like that. And I'm also going to bring them down a bit further down this way and put in a few extras. And then we're going to go and we're going to put some power. Put one there, and I'll put power, and I'm going to run a power line up here. I'm just going to drop one next to each of these. I need to put one in the middle there. We have got modular roboports now in place. It was the armor that I was looking at. That was the other there, that one. Armor crafting. It's not actually that armor at all. It's an unrelated one. It's the modular armor that I'm looking for. It's that one. That's what I want. So the modular armor is a bit different to that standard armor. But unfortunately, the modular armor, there is nothing else in here that I need apart from getting those orange circuits up and running. So vehicle equipment, vehicle heat pipes, sniper turrets. We can improve our guns a bit. Energy weapons, actually that might be a good idea. Flamethrower, cannon turrets, stronger explosives, cliff explosives, laser shooting speed. Energy weapons, speed. That one. We'll go with that one because we've got plasma turrets that we'll be able to make. And these plasma turrets are actually one of the best things that we'll get. We've got plasma turrets right there. They're absolutely fantastic. And once we can start making those, we need the alien artifacts to be able to put them together. They are priceless. They are absolutely amazing. They really are. So I'm just going to add in a couple of these charging points down through. And then I can leave that bit up there. And I just want to add in... Right, if I go over this way... What do you mean I can't reach? I can. I'll put one there and I'll put one there. Right, and then I can come down here and just remove these a minute. Like that. So if I mouse over this, get rid of those, and then I've still got this. This area is all covered. So now I can go to paste, and I've got plenty of room. That's all I wanted to do. So if I can drop that down, I'll move it on up a little bit. I'm going to drop that down. I'm going to shift-click that into place. So I want to get rid of those. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.